All right, let's talk about retirement. You've probably spent decades, literally decades, focused on just one thing, growing your savings. But what happens when the game changes? When the goal isn't just about accumulation anymore, but about making sure that money lasts. Today, we're going to dig into that huge shift in thinking that is just absolutely essential for protecting everything you've worked so hard for. So if you're getting close to retirement here in Georgia, this is probably the question that keeps you up at night, right? After all that time and all that work, how do you make sure your nest egg is actually safe from all the wild ups and downs of the market? Let's dive into one of the biggest risks you might not even see coming. You know, it's so easy to get fixated on that big number, the total amount you've saved, but there's this kind of hidden danger that's all about timing. And believe me, it's a risk that can have a massive, massive impact on how long your money is actually going to last you.
It's got a fancy name, sequence of returns risk. But here's what it means in plain English. It's the risk of getting hit with a market downturn right when you start your retirement. See, getting bad returns early on can be devastating because you're pulling money out of a pot that's already shrinking. It's a double whammy that can really shorten the life of your portfolio.
And that risk, right there, is exactly why the strategy that got you to retirement is almost never the right one to get you through retirement. The whole game has to change. You've got to switch from playing offense to playing defense, and your number one job becomes protecting what you've built.
So here's the bottom line. For most folks nearing retirement, let's say around age 55 or so, your main financial goal just isn't aggressive growth anymore. It can't be. The focus has to shift, and it has to shift to what we call capital preservation. Simply put, protecting what you have is the new name of the game.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but wait a minute. Don't conservative investments mean lower returns? And yeah, you're not wrong. They often do. But the reality is, retirement is a whole different financial world. Stability and cutting down your risk becomes so much more important than chasing those high growth numbers. Like we said, protecting your principal, that's the new priority.
And that's where this idea of a conservative investment shift comes in. Now, this isn't about just stuffing your money under a mattress and stopping it from working for you. No way. It's about making it work differently, smarter, for this new stage of life. It's really about building a path to genuine peace of mind.
So, what do you actually get when you make this shift? Well, the benefits directly target the biggest retirement fears. You get reduced volatility, which means more stability when the market gets shaky. You can set up steady, predictable income from things like bonds. You can even build in protection against inflation and manage that big fear of outliving your savings. And all of that adds up to, you guessed it, crucial peace of mind.
Okay, so this all sounds good in theory, but how do you actually do it? How do you make this transition without feeling completely overwhelmed? Well, this is where having a clear, structured plan is key. Let's walk through a typical 3-step process to get it done.
You see, the whole goal of a good plan is to make things simple and clear. Your retirement strategy shouldn't be some confusing mystery. Here at Georgia's Safe Retirement Planners, our philosophy is that it has to be tailored specifically to your life, your goals, your needs.
So the process really breaks down into 3 key steps. First, step 1, we do a deep dive into your current portfolio. We look under the hood to find any potential risks you might be exposed to. Then, step 2, we tailor a completely custom strategy that's built around your specific retirement dreams. And finally, step 3, we put that new, safer strategy into action and provide ongoing support so you can move forward toward a truly worry-free retirement.
All right, as we start to wrap this up, if there is just one single idea you remember from our talk today as you head towards retirement, what should it be?
It really all boils down to this. Your whole mindset has to change. The goal is no longer just about growing that nest egg. It's about protecting it so it can be there to provide for you day in and out for your entire retirement. Now, the principles and that 3-step process we just walked through, well, that's the core of the approach we use here at Georgia Safe Retirement Planners. If what we've talked about today resonates with you and you want to learn how to guarantee your retirement, give us a call. The number is 470-888-7233, or you can find us online at georgiasaferetirementplanners.com, right here in Roswell. Thanks for your time.